Hey guys, my name's Dan Vollmeyer, and I'm here to welcome you to politIQ's Week in Review, the all-new trivia game show that tests your knowledge of the new American pastime, pornography. Sorry, politics. I read that wrong. It's definitely politics, not pornography. If you're looking for the porno trivia, that's on Wednesday nights. And we just lost 3 people. Okay. Speaking of adult films, though, there's a sentence I don't think I've ever said.
Wrong.
Did you guys see Todd Buttigieg was on Fox News? It was as if he was reading a bad plot line to an adult film.
An evangelical Christian like Mike Pence wants to be on a ticket with the president caught with a porn star.
But the sad part is that is not a plot line from a bad adult film. That is our reality. This is where we are right now in 2020. Everyone's been talking about Mike Pence. I'll be honest with you, I'm not surprised. I've always said it. Mike Pence is pretty fly for a white guy. So I wasn't surprised by any of this. A lot of conspiracy theories floating around. You know, was the fly a Russian spy, or was it some sort of recording device? Or, you know, was it Mitch McConnell just looking for a nice hang? I don't know. Mitch McConnell does look like an insect, though. I've always thought that. So maybe it was Mitch McConnell. Who knows? Anyway, I think it's time for us to stop talking about insects and start talking about American politics. This is a game show where we ask you 10 very fun questions, followed by a bonus question. Each question is worth 1 point, but the bonus question is worth tres, which is Spanish for 3. I learned that recently. After 10 questions and 1 bonus question, the contestant with the highest score wins what? How about $5 put into your politIQ account, which you can take out at any time. Just hit the Get Cash button, and then it's in your pocket. And you'll also win a Voting Matters hat, which is something that you'll probably get and throw away. No, you'll keep it, and it'll be a nice hat to wear when you're cutting the grass or doing chores around the house. It's really not as bad of a hat as I'm kind of making it sound. It's a great hat. Anyway, I think it's time to hop right into question 1. Which federal agency was in the news this week after the White House attempted to block its new guidelines from approaching a potential coronavirus vaccine? 20 seconds. Interesting. The White House attempting to block something. I feel like that doesn't happen at the White House. What's that? You have a fever, a terrible cough, no mask? Come on in. Don't block that guy. Come on through. Unbelievable. And let's see our answer. The Food and Drug Administration. They oversee food and drug. It makes sense that those go together. Typically you do drugs and then you want food. So Food and Drug Administration. I think that's how they came up with it. The FDA recently proposed strict guidelines for approving a vaccine that would likely push an authorization beyond Election Day in order to ensure the process isn't rushed and the vaccine is safe. President Trump, however, has repeatedly promised a vaccine by November 3rd, but public health officials have warned that rushing approval could result in low confidence in the vaccine among the public. Q2. 2 conservative Supreme Court justices suggested the court reconsider a landmark 2015 case that legalized what? 20 seconds. I don't know too many landmark cases. I could probably only need 1 hand to name all the landmark cases that I know. This is probably the most important one that I guess I learned about in my lifetime. And pencils down, let's see our answer. Gay marriage. That's right. In their first day back in session, Justice Clarence Thomas strongly criticized the 2015 ruling, arguing it had impeded religious freedom. All right, question 3. You want to talk about him? I want to talk about him. President Trump. What did he do this week? He ordered White House negotiators to stop discussing a new coronavirus stimulus deal until when? 20 seconds. This is an interesting question because I guess you could put in several different types of answers. You could put in a month, a season. No one write just in the future. That doesn't count. You don't get points for that. Actually, our judges might give you points for that. Let's see our answer. After the election, the president's announcement abruptly ended negotiations between the Treasury Secretary and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, who he stated was not negotiating in good faith. Trump later tweeted that he was, quote, ready to sign a clean bill providing only stimulus checks if presented with one from Congress. Let's jump into Q4. A House committee released a long-awaited report accusing numerous blank companies of holding monopoly power. 20 seconds. I don't think I've ever been in a committee in my life. I should look into joining one. but I guess I'd have to commit to being in the committee. And I'm a very busy person. So, all right, forget the committee idea. Hey, 20 seconds is up. Pencils down. Let's see our answer. Tech. That's right, tech companies. A 450-page report was the result of a 16-month investigation. 450 pages. I did not read all of that. It accuses Amazon, Apple, Google, and Facebook of abusing their dominance in the marketplace by stifling competition and hindering innovation. All right, Q5, right down the chute. According to new data from the U.S. Commerce Department, America's monthly blank has reached 67 billion, which is its highest level in 14 years. 20 seconds. Let's see, 14 years ago, that would have been 2006. Oh man, I'm getting to the age where I almost kind of want to lie about my age, so let's just say 2006, man. Oh, I was still in diapers. Life was so much simpler. Yeah, no one's buying this. All right, pencils down. And your answer is trade deficit. So in February, the monthly deficit was $37 billion, but it has since ballooned as the global economy has shrunk due to the coronavirus pandemic. Guys, 5 questions in. How we feeling? Feeling good? I haven't seen anyone leave the room yet. So what we're going to do right now is check our current scores, which are being tabulated as we speak. All right, gang, the facts just came through here. We have a tie for second place between Chris and Ishan. And then in first place, Isaac Newton, I like to call him. Congrats, Isaac, currently in first place, but don't get too cocky. That hat's not yours just yet. Question 6. President Trump and numerous other prominent government officials have recently tested positive for coronavirus after attending a White House ceremony for who? 20 seconds. They call it the political red wedding. If you watch Game of Thrones, you'll appreciate that comment. If you don't watch Game of Thrones, you won't care about the comment I just made. Pencils down. The answer is Supreme Court nominee Amy Coney Barrett, the old ACB. This week, top U.S. military leaders, including the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, went into quarantine after another senior official who attended the White House ceremony tested positive for the coronavirus. And Dr. Fauci stated the total death toll in the U.S. could reach 400,000 by winter if precautions are not taken seriously. So guys, let's take it seriously. I don't want to be looking, we don't want to be looking at 400K. Oh, that's just scary. Question 7. 2 British members of which terrorist group arrived in the U.S. on Wednesday to face charges for their involvement in the death of 2 American hostages in Syria? And I'll be honest, you really shouldn't know that many terrorist organizations. So we're going to be looking very closely at your answers. If you're going to be putting out answers that are like, you know, real deep dive terrorist groups like the ones that you have to go on the special dark web in order to communicate with, we'll be turning over your information to the Department of Justice. So please really think before putting your answer down. The answer, ISIS. The 2 former UK citizens who are known as the Beatles due to their accents are being prosecuted in the US under the condition that prosecutors will not seek the death penalty. Question 8. This social media company announced it will ban all political ads on its platform after polls close on Election Day as part of an effort to prevent election manipulation. Social media company. Are there political ads on TikTok?
I'm a vote Trump 2020 Trump. When I say Joe, you say Biden. Joe. Biden.
And that's 20 seconds. Let's see the answer. There it is, the social media your grandmother's on, Facebook. The announcement did not make clear how long the social media platform will ban ads related to politics, but the company stated it comes amidst heightened concerns over President Trump's refusal to commit to a peaceful transfer of power should he lose on November 3rd. Let's fly right on like we're on Mike Pence's head. How did he not know it was there for that long? It was like 2 minutes, 10 seconds. How do you not feel that? Question 9. A Wall Street Journal NBC News poll shows that Joe Biden leads Donald Trump by blank percentage among registered voters nationwide, which is the same as Hillary Clinton's lead exactly 4 years ago. So we're looking for a number, percentage points. And here's the deal. We're actually going to give you an extra deuce, top and bottom. So an extra deuce, top and bottom. That sounds like the type of language that would be in a porno trivia. 5 seconds, gang. And here it comes, 14%. So if you put in 13% or 12%, you still get points. 15, 16, same thing, you get points. That's what we like doing here, giving points. But not pointers. We don't tell you how to vote. Very, very different. This marks the first major poll conducted since the presidential debate, but before news broke about Trump testing positive for coronavirus. Biden's probability of winning the November election remains around 80% in numerous polls. However, Republicans are outpacing Democrats in voter registration in numerous key swing states. Question 10. According to a World Bank report, the coronavirus pandemic could likely push an additional blank million people around the world into extreme poverty. 20 seconds. I don't know what the answer is, but if it's 1 million people into extreme poverty, that's no bueno. It's the second time I've spoken in Spanish today. I don't know what's going on, but you can be within 10 million. And the answer, oh my God, 150 million people? Wow, I don't know who works on this World Bank report, but I hope they really checked all the math on that, because that is
bad, so bad, horrible, terrible, vicious, horror,
like the world has never seen.
All right, guys, we have our bonus question. We're going to give it to you, but not before telling you our current scores. Oh, there we go. The scores are in. Currently in third place, we have Chris. In second place, we have Ishan. And then still in first place, Isaac. He's gotten every single question right except for one. You guys watching at home, are you as good as Isaac? Maybe that should be our tagline. politIQ, week in review. Are you as good as Isaac? But yeah, good work, Isaac. But here's the deal, gang. We're about to go into our bonus round. We're 3 points, and this could change everything. Here is the bonus question. Let's do this. Coronavirus is on pace to be the third leading cause of death for Americans this year, with only 3 states currently showing a decrease in daily infections. What are the top 2 leading causes of death in the U.S.? It's interesting because I actually looked this up just the other day. I don't know. I was surprised that COVID wasn't already the number 1 leading cause of death, but I guess it just tells you how serious these other 2 are, that Corona has not leapfrogged them yet. And pencils down, again, gotta get both answers correct to score these 3 big points. The answers are heart disease and cancer. According to the CDC, heart disease and cancer have already killed a combined 1.2 million Americans this year, compared to coronavirus, which has killed over 210,000. Whew! All right, gang, we made it. We got through 10 fun questions, followed by an even more fun bonus question, which you had to give 2 answers for. What is that about? All right, and this just came in over the wire. Our champion for today's game is Isaac. Congratulations, Isaac. You're our big winner. Hopefully we'll see you again next week to defend your crown. But this has been a lot of fun. Please tell your friends about how much fun you're having playing politIQ Week in Review, where we break down and talk about and ask questions and make dumb comments and jokes about the latest happenings in the world of pornography. I did it again. Politics. I gotta get my calendar straight. I really do. Thank you guys so much for playing. This was a lot of fun. It was an honor to serve with you this evening. That's a little dramatic. It was a fun time being your host. My name is Dan Vollmeyer, and I will see you guys again next week.